So this is what we have to say. Hi guys, I'm Ashwin. For people who don't know, obviously there are a lot of people who don't know. This is Ashwin. This is my friend, my confidant, my wife, Mrs. Ashika.
Mrs. Ashwin.
Mrs. Really? Is that how it works?
Okay.
No? Okay. Put that in the comment below. I always want to do that. Alright, so obviously, you know, it's Corona time. And you know, things have been getting into our head. So we've done enough of TikTok videos and we thought, you know, why not step up our game and, you know, go to the next level, which is podcast. Jokes apart, you know, we just want to do this out of, you know, just sheer fun. You know, why not? So just to give you guys a little information about us. അപ്പം ഞാൻ ഒരു മലയാളിയാണ്, ഇവള് ഒരു മലയാളിയാണ്. അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ദുബായിൽ ജനിച്ചു വളർന്നത്, ഞാൻ ദുബായിലാണ് ജനിച്ചു വളർന്നത്.
I was brought up here, I mean in Dubai, but I was born in India.
Yeah. So, you know, we are a bit of those Dubai kids, the Gulf kids, you know. And you know how you know who you are, you know how you look at those Gulf kids. And you know, you say that, you know, oh, avaru velliya Dubaikari, Gulfari, velliya mattedanannulla scene. Okay, you know who you are, so yeah. And so basically, you know, I did most of my schooling here in Dubai till my 10th. 11th and 12th I went to Kerala to do my high school, and then my college, my university was in Mangalore, Manipal. So shout out to Manipal University. Woo! And what about you?
So I started my nursery to my first grade here. In the from 1st to 5th I did my schooling in Kerala, in Kannur. In the 5th ശേഷം I came back here till college.
Yeah.
I had like around 4 to 5 years of my studies in Kerala.
Yeah. So I mean, so this is actually what we want to talk about today. You know, because we both, you know, we were actually brought up here in Dubai. We always felt this lack of identity because staying in Dubai, I mean, you can't stay here forever. I mean, if you know about Dubai, you know that about U.A.E, you know that you can't stay here forever. And you know, it's kind of a gypsy life, as in you always shuttle back to India and Dubai back and forth. So this is what we want to talk about, this lack of identity we have. That, you know, sometimes, you know, when we are here, we can't call it our home, but this place has been so much more to us. But at the same time, പിന്നെ തിരിച്ച് നാട്ടിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ ആൾക്കാർ നമ്മളെ കാണുന്ന രീതി, അതായത് എന്താ പറയുന്ന ഒരു
even though it's our home, it's still
even though that's a true home, we go there and എല്ലാരും ഒരുമാതിരി ഇവൻ ഗൾഫുകാരൻ, you know, like, you know, we know better than you, bro, you know, you stay in your limits എന്നുള്ള രീതിയാണ് എല്ലാവർക്കും, ആ ഒരു സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ആണ് എല്ലാവർക്കും. അപ്പം, you know, so you know, we always had the lack of identity. Even though ഞാൻ നാട്ടിൽ പഠിച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട്, if you had given me a choice where I want to be, in Kerala or in Dubai, I would 100% choose Kerala, I mean India, because I felt there was a sense of more freedom and more belonging. I had the sense of belonging, but unfortunately the people around me didn't feel like the same. And I think even you did your
ഫസ്റ്റ് മുതൽ ഫിഫ്ത്ത് വരെ
ഫസ്റ്റ് മുതൽ ഫിഫ്ത്ത് വരെ നാട്ടിൽ പഠിച്ചിട്ട് പിന്നെ തിരിച്ചു വന്നു. സോ ഷീസ് ഹാഡ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് a small taste of those, Natata or
Yeah,
Jeevitham, and then came back and had both.
Yeah. So for me, it's like I was raised here from the time I was born. When I was growing up, I the only language that I knew at that point was English and Hindi. And Hindi, why? Because I used to have these neighbors who were Pakistanis. Avarum and the age, they were like small kids. So the only language they knew was Hindi. And so we used to start speaking Hindi, so I knew Hindi as well. Sanam, when I was in first grade, we moved to India. I did not know how to speak in Malayalam. So it was very awkward and very new to me and very very nice at the same time. It was difficult to understand anything around me because everybody's talking different language and things like that. But now when I think of it, when I think of my schooling from the age from 1st to 5th, I'm like so grateful that I could enjoy that 5 years of my time being in Kerala. That experience that you have over there is like amazing. Like it's different from what you have over here.
Yeah, it's different.
It's different.
Yeah, so that's what. So even so her situation was different from my situation. വലിയ ടേം ഇവിടെ നിന്നിട്ടാണ് പിന്നെ നാട്ടിൽ പോയത്. പക്ഷേ എല്ലാ കൊല്ലവും നാട്ടിൽ പോവും, കുടുംബക്കാരെ കാണും, നാട്ടിൽ പോവും. We used to mingle with our cousins, our relatives and all that. അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ I used to be a handful. So when I was small, I used to be a handful. Like to this day my cousins keep reminding me ഞാൻ എന്തൊരു വഷളനായിരുന്നു എന്നുള്ള ഇപ്പോഴും അതിനുള്ള തെറി കിട്ടാറുണ്ട് എനിക്ക്. Obviously because I didn't know better, നമ്മൾ ഗൾഫ് രാജ്യത്ത് നിന്ന് വന്നപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ നാട്ടിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് the smallest thing, the bathroom wasn't up to the standards. I mean, obviously right now I don't have a problem, but back then, the way you see your bathroom, suddenly it's not just the lack of lighting is enough for you to be uncomfortable as a child, because your upbringing was slightly different. I mean, I'm very thankful for that again. I'm not being a snob about it, but I'm just trying to say. So who had to deal with this was my relatives and my cousins. My parents kind of understood, but my relatives and my cousins, they were kind of, pissed off and like, ഈ നായിൻ്റെ മോനെ നമ്മളാണ് നോക്കേണ്ടത്. That's the kind of look they give. And but everything, I mean, still, they couldn't accept me completely. And even my parents for that matter, my uncle and aunts are like, they looked at us differently. They felt that, we were minting money here in Dubai. For us, like, money just grew on trees. And, നമ്മൾ പേഴ്സണലായിട്ട് ഒരു സാധനമൊക്കെ നാട്ടിൽ കൊണ്ടുപോകുമ്പോൾ ഇത് കൊള്ളാൻ ഇത് ഞാൻ വെച്ചോട്ടെ എന്നുള്ള സീൻ, ഇത് ഞാൻ എടുത്തോട്ടെ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ പിന്നെ നമുക്ക് യു കാൻ സേ നോ ടു ദം. എന്നാ പിന്നെ വെച്ചോ, നമ്മൾ കുറെ പൈസ കൊടുത്ത് വാങ്ങിച്ച ക്യാമറയോ ഇല്ലാത്ത പൈസ ഒക്കെ കൊടുത്ത മറ്റേ ഫിലിമൊക്കെ ഉള്ള ക്യാമറ ഒക്കെ വാങ്ങിച്ച് കൊണ്ടുപോകുമ്പോൾ അവര് എടുത്തിട്ട് ഇത് കൊള്ളാലും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വേറെ വാങ്ങിച്ചാൽ പോരെ എന്നുള്ള സീൻ. അപ്പൊ പിന്നെ നമുക്കൊന്നും പറയാൻ പറ്റില്ല. Fine, you can have it, you can have the camera which we bought, with our dreams.
Oh my god, no, like, oh my god, we're earning this much, so it means a lot to us.
Exactly, yeah, it means a lot to us. Exactly. നമ്മൾ ആറ്റ് നോട്ട് ഒരു ക്യാമറ ഒക്കെ വാങ്ങിച്ചിട്ട് and they'll be like they want it and we can't say no to them, so we like take it. So things like that, and they thought we were just here drinking petrol in the afternoon and shitting money in the evening, things like that. We were filthy rich basically, which we're not. We're just a middle class family. So that's how it was. And what about you? How was your vacation when you went to India?
Vacation for me, how was it like? So 5th initiation I came here, then I think I went back after like 2 to 3 years. It was nice going back. നിന്നെ പോലത്തെ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല because
like with family.
Yeah. And like he has a lot of cousins who are here in Dubai, but for me it's the direct opposite.
Back then I didn't have any.
Okay.
I'm talking about like as a child, when I was a small child I used to go, and then my cousins couldn't tolerate me. They used to kick my ass around and stuff like that. So how was that with you?
Cousins and all that, no, they were very nice to me, like because I spent like around 5 years with them, so it was like nice to have me back, sort of a thing.
Because you studied there. Okay.
It was nice.
Okay.
പിന്നെ എന്താ പറയുക, നീ പറഞ്ഞ പോലത്തെ അങ്ങനത്തെ റിലേറ്റീവ്സ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഇറ്റ് വാസ് നൈസ് ഫോർ മീ.
And then so things like that happened, and then after that it starts affecting you as a child. So I hope this doesn't turn into a therapy session.
No, I remember.
Yeah, continue.
No, so the one thing I just remembered is that so I came back here when I was in 5th. So after 2 years I went back to India, that I just said. I went to my school that I studied in. Okay. I wanted to pay a visit to them because it was nice to study with them and everything.
You're reminiscing that whole those childhood friends.
Yeah. So so ഞാൻ പോയി. എന്നിട്ട് അപ്പോൾ ആ സമയത്ത് ഇപ്പം ദുബായിലൊക്കെ വളർന്നപ്പോൾ I was wearing like a normal skirt which is like below my knee length. Okay. എന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ സ്കൂളിൽ പോയി ടു വിസിറ്റ് മൈ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ് ആൻഡ് മൈ ടീച്ചേഴ്സ്, പ്രിൻസിപ്പൾ അങ്ങ് പോയി. അപ്പോൾ ആ സമയത്ത് the kids, like kids ആണെങ്കിലും like everybody was just staring at me in the school. Okay. And I was like, what is wrong? Like just because I was wearing like it was a normal skirt.
Yeah.
It was just like below my knee and everything. But they were giving me such weird looks, and I was like, oh shit, did I do something really wrong?
That's another thing.
Very weird.
The way you dress also,
Yeah.
like you baggy pants, back in those days, baggy pants and U.A.E itla toppiyakku ittu kazhinjal, then they start looking at you differently. Then they feel that you're snobs basically.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So this acceptance, I mean, for them is a bit slow. Namakkavanalla namma naattu pombo we are ready to accept everyone. Like, you come here, my love, I mean, you start loving everyone, you hug everyone, you kiss everyone, your grandmom, your cousins, your friends, your naattukare, veettare, kudumbakare ellarum. And so, but for them it's a bit hard because.
Sorry, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
So there was this one point, and Carol, how old I was. So ഞാൻ എനിക്കൊന്നൊരു ഫംഗ്ഷന് പോയതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ആ സമയത്ത് സദ്യ ആയിരുന്നു, ചോറൊക്കെ വിളമ്പി എല്ലാവരും കഴിച്ച്. അപ്പം അതിൻ്റെ ലാസ്റ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ പായസം കുടിക്കില്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ ആ സമയത്ത് ഹൗ ഡു പീപ്പിൾ യൂഷ്വലി ഹാവ് പായസം, ദേ put in the ഇലയിലിടും, എൻ്റെ ഇലയിൽ നിന്ന് കഴിക്കല്ലേ ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ I want to do that. Exactly. So I want to do that. Okay, like I was waiting. I can see everybody's having പായസം. I'm like, okay, it's my chance. എനിക്ക് സദ്യ കഴിച്ചു. And when it came to me, the paisam came to me, they gave to me a glass. And I'm like,
okay, because they thought like you're those types.
Yeah,
fancy,
and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then they're like, molke dalle used.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's what.
This is not what I want.
Yeah, veru nakkiyanu.
Yeah. And then I was like, shit. Like, you broke my heart, sort of a thing.
That's what. I mean, they automatically create an image about it. I mean, you can't blame them also, but at the same time, they have this tough. They find it tough to accept.
Yeah, they think this is how we are.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Yeah, they already have a perception about us. They think that I mean, we live differently out here. Our living conditions might be slightly better or different. I would say different, not better. But that doesn't mean our upbringing is not the same, because our parents are still from there, and they reflect their roots and their cultures on us. So that's all pretty much the same. So I mean, so that's one part of it. And then cut to when after 10th. So I had a lot of like Malayali friends. We had this bunch of friends, and everyone we never used to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure everyone had similar prashnam of being accepted from where they are. And till 11th, 10th and all, അടിച്ചു പൊളിച്ച് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ ജീവിക്കായിരുന്നു പിള്ളേരൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട്. എന്നിട്ട് like 11th and 12th, slowly everyone separated to their own ways. They some stayed here to do the high school, some went to some naatu poi. Main reasons why people go after 10th to India is because so that college is obviously has to be done in India or elsewhere, because it's more affordable and the standards are higher in India than it is here. And so that to have a base, what they do, they send you off 11th and 12th itself to India, so that you have a base of how to live on your own and set up that hostel jeevitham, slightly be independent, so that when you get thrown into college, you don't feel like thrown in the middle of the road and thrown in front of the bus.
Yeah.
So then they give you the base. നമ്മൾ അപ്പം തന്നെ നാട്ടിൽ പോയപ്പോൾ തൃശ്ശൂരാണ് പഠിച്ചത്. അപ്പോൾ അവിടെ പോയപ്പോൾ then അപ്പം തന്നെ we had this kind of I don't know if you remember this absolute cringe culture of low waist pants. Okay, low waist pants, and obviously it reflected when I went to Thrissur. Appo naatilokke poyappo they roasted me like enne vechilla.
They were not used to it. Anganayirunna.
No, they were like they like ripped me apart, but at the same time they had some respect for me, but 80% of them saw me differently, saying that come on bro, like come on, get a hold of yourself. എന്താണ് നിന്റെ വിചാരം ബ്രോ, കളിച്ചാ നിന്റെ ചെപ്പി അടിച്ച് പൊട്ടിക്കുന്ന സീനായിരുന്നു. നാട്ടിലെ പിള്ളേരങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു, അത്യാവശ്യം വൈൽഡായിരുന്നു അവർ. അപ്പോൾ so again there also they didn't feel like accepting me once they got to know that I am more thorough than them. We are all still the same cultures and roots, like I spoke to you about. അതൊക്കെ സെയിം അറിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ തന്നെ ലൈക്ക് മച്ചാൻ കൂളാണ്, it's cool, this guy is cool to hang out with. Just because he's brought up from that place doesn't mean he's any different from us.
Correct, yeah.
Because they judge the book by its cover. So that okay. So they judge me and initially itself, and that's why it took a while for them to get accustomed to my കാര്യങ്ങൾ and ശീലങ്ങൾ and looks and all that stuff. And by the time that's the fucked up part. By the time I got used, we all of us bonded, then 12th കഴിഞ്ഞു, then I was again shipped off college, and and then again some people are still in touch, some are not, so by the time they understand you again, you're left to another place. And then there was college. So you did your college here in Dubai. How was that like?
For me, even though I badly wanted to do it in India, പറ്റിയില്ല, അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ആയിരുന്നു. So പക്ഷേ even though I was here, most of my friends, എന്താ പറയാ, people who study with us, friends,
classmates, yeah.
So
okay.
They were all Indians, mostly Malayalis. അപ്പോൾ I felt normal, like it was an Indian institute, so I felt very normal studying here, even though it was not in India. I had all Indian friends around. That was fun. For me, it was fun.
So but still you lived at home, right? വീട്ടുകാരോടായിരുന്നു താമസമൊക്കെ. നമ്മൾ ഹോസ്റ്റൽ ജീവിതമാകുമ്പോൾ പിന്നെ what's it all about. അപ്പോൾ ഹോസ്റ്റലിൽ അടിച്ചുപൊളിയൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു. പക്ഷേ even back in college, Manipal is still a whole bunch of people from different parts of the world, but still Dubai was seen differently. Like, trust me, they saw us like we were some kind of, I don't know man, like I said earlier, there were people from Canada, UK, US, everywhere, all parts of India. But initially when my friends were like, this guy from Dubai, this guy's a bit posh, he's a big spender and stuff like that. Okay. And to be honest, I'm not even kidding, my pocket money was the least out of all of them, mine. All right, because we have Indian parents and because that's all we could afford.
Yeah.
And it was crazy with the way they looked at me and all that. And it took about 2 years. So I did architecture, by the way, and it took about 2 years. So it's a 5-year course, 4 years in college. So it took about 2 years for them to completely understand that I'm no different from everyone else. So again, there was this acceptance part was slightly, it was a big step for them to accept me, and it was a big, I felt neglected a lot of times. Again, I'm turning this into a therapy session, I'm sorry about that. So so a lot of things like that, and that it was all fun and games and things like that. And then after college was done, I came back home meaning Dubai. I came back to Dubai, and then I started working. And by the time all of this happened, all of my cousins from India, ellarum പെട്ടിയൊക്കെ പാക്ക് ചെയ്ത് മാമമാരും all their wives and my uncles and aunts and my cousins and all of those people, they were like, okay, since Dubai has so much money, why not let's go to Dubai and see what is up. Okay, and once they came here is when they got screwed royally, because they understood that like everyone else around the world, they also have to work really hard to make money here, and they started seeing us in a different light altogether.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Adi namla the so-called uncles and aunts who used to take advantage of us when we went to India. Once they came here, they were like, Allah Parchone, idipa naattu poite Christian cheyda madiyanu Ishra.
It's like this one movie that is said, no? Go to Dubai, you'll get 10k salary.
Lucifer lo parayanda. It's not like that, dude. No, absolutely not. I feel that നാട്ടിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണ്, I mean the people back in India are the bigger ballers than us. We still are. നമ്മളിങ്ങനെ എച്ചിയും നക്കിയും പൈസ ഒക്കെ സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്യും, and we save up. And finally, it's time to go back home, as in this retired life, and we have to go back to India. We have nothing to spend on. We are completely broke. We build a house and that's it. All our savings are gone and it's done. And then, we again we're searching for ways to survive. So, I mean, again, I'm not judging, but I know most of the people, they're living their life. Money they get, 50% they save, but the other person, they have fun. But അങ്ങനെയല്ല, നമ്മൾ 80% സേവ് ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കും, 20% ഉള്ളതും goes on bills and nothing is spent, and it's so this lack of disconnection was there. And then, oh man, I have a lot of cousins here, like a lot, like I'm not even joking, like by the time this whole podcast thing gets over, I'll have at least 5 more new cousins. Like that's how many cousins I have.
Something I'm very jealous about, because I don't have much cousins here. I have maybe 2-3, maximum 5 relatives here.
Yeah.
But yeah, for you it's very different. It's very nice. It's very nice to have family here.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of family here, by the way. So I mean, it's good and bad in a way. As in, imagine you. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലൊരു കാര്യം ചെയ്താൽ നാട്ടുകാർ മൊത്തം അറിയും. Like people around you get to know when you do something, like when you do shit. Similarly, when you have too much family around here, the word gets around, and not just the bad things, even the good things get spread on the bad way. You know what I'm talking about, right? Kuttam parachilum കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it's no different from how things are back in India. So the same thing happens here also. So yeah, I mean, that's how we're born, how we're brought up. We've had interesting lives, I would say.
Yeah.
Because end of the day, right now also, I'm here in Dubai. I'm running a small business. She's working in a company, and we are trying to earn a way, and trying to live our best life. I mean, we're trying to be as happy as we can, and it's fun. Dubai has been something really amazing for us.
Yeah.
I say Dubai, but we actually stay in Sharjah. Dubai is what people understand. If I say U.A.E, some people don't understand that. Abu Dhabi എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുമ്പോൾ Abu Dhabi എവിടെയാന്നൊക്കെ ആൾക്കാർ ചോദിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്. അപ്പം അതുകൊണ്ട് so Dubai has been the term people have coined for Gulf countries. So yeah, I mean, it's been interesting.
Yeah.
Do you regret being here in Dubai?
No.
Absolutely not.
Dubai is home.
Dubai is home. It's not literally home, because
But
it can't be home, because you don't have a citizenship here. But at the same time, our hearts at both. I love being in Kerala.
Yeah.
More than you. I mean,
You love it more?
Yeah.
Because you spend more time in India.
Yeah, I mean, more my adult time in Kerala.
Yeah.
That's why.
I couldn't spend most of my time there.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, it's more relaxed. I mean, the people are amazing out there. It's just that it takes time for them to accept us, and it's kind of sad about that. They think that we are brought up with a silver spoon in our mouths, and our opinions don't matter. So I mean, that's kind of hurtful. But otherwise, it's all well and brilliant, and either way, I wouldn't change a thing. So I mean, I thought we just thought that we just wanted to say the story out, because we have literally nothing to do, and I'm pretty sure this is how it's going to be till for the next 20 years. So I don't know, because when does quarantine end, man? So it's okay. I've killed a mood. It's okay. Let's go have dinner, babe.
Okay.
All right. So that's all. Until next time. So hopefully, if you like this, like, share, subscribe. Isn't that how it goes? Yeah, our intention of a podcast was to make sure that we can entertain you.
Share some common experiences within.
Yeah,
us
share
and
experience.
us.
Yeah, if you are in a similar shoe, if you've already been in a similar shoe, or if you are in a similar shoe, tell us your experience. If we have entertained you or kept you busy while you were on a drive. Obviously you won't be driving right now most parts of the world, but if you're cleaning your washroom, we're happy
And watching us.
Yeah, watching us. I'm happy. I'm just happy that we can keep you entertained. So hope your kakus is clean and hope you've been very helpful. So Sandhikkum varu vanakkam. Goodbye.